Electric dirt bikes are getting crazy, and not because of the expensive ones. Right now, riders are taking cheap electric dirt bikes and turning them into absolute machines. Some of these budget bikes start under the price of a phone, but after a few upgrades, they're outrunning bikes twice their price. And the craziest part? Most people have never heard of these builds. Let's start with the one that basically started it all. Number 5. Razor MX650. The legendary gateway to this underground world starts with a bike most people dismiss as a child's toy, the Razor MX650 Dirt Rocket. On paper, it's a modest steel-framed relic, but to a seasoned modder, it's a masterclass in staying under the radar. Often referred to in the community as the Walmart Ghost, the MX650 is a masterclass in frame durability. The secret is that the heavy-duty steel frame can handle a level of stress and vibration that would snap modern brittle aluminum bikes in half. By ripping out the old lead-acid batteries and archaic brushed motors, then stuffing in a massive 72-volt system and a 3,000-watt brushless mid-drive, riders are unlocking a staggering 110-amp discharge rate. This effectively pushes a toy into the territory of a 55-mile-per-hour demon. It's recently become a headache for local authorities because these bikes look so innocent that police often don't realize they're chasing a 12-kilowatt machine until it vanishes over a curb or through a narrow walking path. Beyond the power, the real pro move with the MX650 is the swing arm extension and hydraulic brake conversion, which transforms the short wheelbase into a stable, high-speed dragster that can hold its own against factory-built pit bikes. But as impressive as that raw sleeper power is, some builders prefer a platform that actually looks the part. 4. MotoTec 48 Volts Pro. The MotoTec 48 Volts Pro is the bike that many riders originally overlooked until they realized it offered something the Razor didn't: real pit bike geometry. It's the mid-tier Menace because it comes stock with adjustable upside-down forks and a monoshock rear, providing a level of rigidity that handles high-speed torque without the dreaded speed wobble. The real controversy here involves a specific controller bypass and VS tuning that's been making the rounds in private Discord servers. By swapping out the restrictive stock brain for an open-source controller, riders are allegedly doubling the stock torque output instantly without even touching the motor windings. This allows the Moto Tec to pull effortless power wheelies at 30 miles per hour, making it the go-to for urban explorers who need something small enough to fit in the back of a hatchback, but powerful enough to gap a gas-powered 110 in a heartbeat. It's a wolf in sheep's clothing, yet even this tiny terror has competition when it comes to pure structural integrity. 3. Burromax TT750R. The Burromax TT750R is a bike that was technically designed for adults, but priced like a backyard project. It's built with a low center of gravity and a wide, comfortable saddle that makes it feel incredibly planted during high-speed cornering. The real engineering flex here involves the battery spacer community, an underground group of builders using custom-printed brackets to fit massive, high-discharge 72-volt packs into a frame that was originally intended to hold a fraction of that power. Because the TT750R uses a flat pack battery layout, modders have discovered they can stack cells vertically, creating hyper-extended range that allows these mini bikes to outlast full-sized motos on long trail rides. This has turned the Burromax into a favorite for stoplight-to-stoplight sprints, where builders are dumping nearly 150 phase amps into the rear wheel, launching the bike with enough force to lift the front end even with a 200-pound rider on board. There's a persistent rumor that the TT750R frame is actually overbuilt to the point where it can handle a 20-kilowatt mid-drive swap, making it a favorite for those who want a mini moto that can outclimb a full-size dirt bike in technical terrain. But if you care less about the mini bike look and more about premium aesthetics, there's a newer disruptor on the scene. 2. Extreme Wheel A1. The Extreme Wheel A1 is currently causing a literal panic in the budget community because it looks like it belongs in a professional motocross paddock. It ditches the plastic toy feel for a raw, reinforced aluminum frame designed for extreme torque handling. This is the bike that many believe is being produced in the same factories as the big-name boutique brands, just without the $3,000 markup and the flashy logos. It's being hailed as the blank canvas of 2026 because the frame geometry is so well engineered that it can handle a 96-volt system with ease. Modders are currently obsessed with the A1's low-center gravity-fed battery mounting, which drops the weight lower than any other bike in its class, virtually eliminating the floaty feeling you get when hitting 50 miles per hour on a lighter bike. This lower center of mass allows you to lean into corners with a level of confidence that usually requires a bike twice its weight. Many riders have pointed out that the A1 feels more like a traditional gas-powered motorcycle than a mountain bike, and that's because the motor is tuned for bottom-end snap rather than just top speed. It's the kind of machine that demands respect the moment you sit on it, and it's currently the top choice for those who want to send it without worrying about their frame snapping in half under the stress of a massive 72-volt power dump. It's recently become the center of a viral controversy where owners are up-badging them with premium stickers to sneak into high-end track days, often outperforming the very bikes they're pretending to be. 1. Kooz HP131E. The Kooz HP131E is the current final boss of the budget electric world. It's a sleeper in the truest sense of the word, often flying under the radar because it doesn't have a massive marketing budget. But the tech inside is terrifying. It comes with a unique hairpin motor, winding that delivers peak efficiency at high RPMs. This isn't just marketing hype. The hairpin design packs more conductive material into the motor using rectangular copper wires, allowing it to stay significantly cooler while delivering brutal, instantaneous torque. Unlike other budget builds that struggle with heat soak, the HP131E features a built-in liquid cooling loop, a feature usually reserved for bikes costing $10,000. Some riders have discovered that the internal software is actually a detuned version of a professional racing chip, meaning a simple firmware flash can unlock a staggering 12 kilowatt peak output on the stock hardware. This high-density cell architecture provides a range that leaves modified servons dead on the side of the trail, while the reinforced swing arm handles the massive power increase without flexing. The secrecy around this machine is part of its charm. It's the best-kept secret in the e-moto world, and those who own one are in no hurry to tell the rest of the world why they're suddenly the fastest riders in the group. We're officially at the point where the hardware is moving faster than the law can keep up with. These 5 bikes represent a shift in power, where the builder is now more important than the manufacturer. The era of the $5,000 entry-level bike is dying, replaced by a generation of modders who would rather build their own legend than buy one off a showroom floor. The line between an e-bike and a high-performance motorcycle has completely disappeared, and the fun police are scrambling to figure out how a $300 frame is suddenly doing highway speeds. The only real question left is, how long are you going to keep saving for a brand name while everyone else is already out there building the future? If you enjoy this video, give a like and subscribe to the channel.